Akame was instantly triggered. Rapunzel had video footage of their base. And the worst thing is, this base, was their number one base. How about this? If you beat me in a fair fight without your sword, if you can beat me in a fair fight, then I will delete the footage. If you win, you can kill. I'll delete the footage and I'll never tell anyone where your base is. But if I win, Super Flowers gets to be with me again. Akame glared intensely at Rapunzel. She never imagined she was going to be facing Super Flowers' ex-girlfriend. Before we fight, let me ask you something. Why did you dump Super Final Wars? What is it that you see in him? Oh, it's complicated, Akame. If you don't tell me, I won't put down my sword. Fine. I dumped him because I am working with someone that you know when he was a child. His mother. Akame's eyes were widened. What? Not just that. Her mother is the reason why you and your sister are orphans. What are you talking about? Super Flowers told me that his mother was kind. Nobody doesn't have that many memories about her, but that's what she wants people to think. She actually went to your village after Super Flowers' dad died. She went to your village and killed. Well, a few years ago, before you ended up becoming an assassin, when you and your sister were still kids, your mother ended up coming. Well, Super Flowers' mother ended up coming to your village and ended up killing your mom and dad. And she ended up leaving you at the Empire. Akame couldn't believe it. Was Super Flowers' mother really responsible? But then again, Super Flowers told Akame that his mother always acted strange. And plus, what I see in Super Final Wars, he's just a weapon. What do you see in him? Akame couldn't help to growl at this. Even though her growl didn't sound like an actual growl, but she did sound pretty angry. Rapunzel took a few steps back. He's not a weapon to me. To me, he's the best thing that ever happened in my life. He actually is giving me hope that I can reason with my sister. That I can convince her to join my night raid. You seriously think you can convince your sister? Yes. I'm going to convince my sister. Because Super Flowers doesn't want me to follow the same path that he went down. I love him so much that I will be willing to have any children with him. I'll be willing to marry him if I want. You'll just force him to marry you and have children with you. If he wants to take his time with me, I will let him take all the time that he needed. I will be there for him. You do realize he's a Godzilla. He'll outlive you when it comes to age. I'll find a way. I'll find a way where I can be immortal just like him. Before Akame can even finish, an atomic breath came out of nowhere. She turned and saw them with Super Final Wars. Get away from my base. Rapunzel. Leave now, and don't ever come back. If you ever try to hurt my girl again, I will make you wish that you would never be even, that you and your village would never be able to ever take another breath of air ever again. Behind her back, Rapunzel sent the footage to the Empire. Then she deleted the original footage. The new footage was already sent to the Empire. Alright, I'm leaving. But one day, Sir Flowers, you will be back with me. Over my dead body. I'm sorry you had to deal with that, Akame. So, did you heard everything? Yeah, I heard everything. Sir Flowers took one last look before he took Akame's hand and dragged her in a cave, where they can have their alone time. However, Sir Flowers and Akame didn't realize that they left their base basically unguarded. Because a few Mudos, and a few soldiers from the Empire were making their way towards Night Raid's base. At the Empire, their female Godzilla was talking to Rapunzel. "You done well, Rapunzel. You've given us the location of Night Raid's base. I'll still be able to have some flowers all to myself when this is all over, right?" "Of course. But first, we have to get rid of his Godzilla powers first, so that way he won't be able to fight back." And then, you can take down Akame pretty easily. How would I be able to do that? Simple. I'll make you an Imperial Arms. Or I can just find one that's more powerful than Akame's Imperial Arms. Not realizing it, Akame's little sister, her Kurome, was listening. Kurome stood quiet. She remembered hearing Mechagodzilla saying that Sir Flowers and Akame were basically talking about convincing Kurome to join Night Raid. Kurome always hated her sister ever since she left the Empire. But she remembered having a conversation with Super Final Wars 5 years ago when she first met him. He told her that if she continued on with her plans on killing hundreds, if not yet thousands of innocent lives, and starting certain wars that they don't need to basically be started, then she'll not find peace. She won't find happiness. She'll just be feared, less loved, less respected. But if Kurome joined Night Raid, she'll find happiness. Sure, not many people will forgive her. They'll take time. And not just that, Kurome and Akame can make up all the years that they've been apart. And not just that, her and Akame could be a family again. As far as they were concerned, both Kurome and Akame were the only family that they actually have left after their parents were killed. Kurome doesn't know it yet, but she's actually helping the monster that was responsible for her parents' death. And that monster was Super Final Wars' mother. The few of the Mutos end up attacking the base. Ginza 3 tried to contact Super Final Wars, but at the cave, Super Final Wars and Akame got done making out. But Akame couldn't sleep. Super Final Wars noticed this and concerned him a little bit. Akame, what's wrong? Super Final Wars realized that Akame, she was shedding tears? Hey, Akame, what's wrong? Why are you crying? Akame looked at Super Final Wars. She then looked down. Super Final Wars, I don't know how to tell you this, but Rapunzel says something that shocked me. What did she say? I know what happened to my parents. They didn't sell me and my sister. They were killed. Who killed them? Akame? Who killed them? Your mother. Super Final Wars' eyes were widened. His heart almost skipped a beat. His own mother? Your mother was responsible. She came to my village and killed hundreds of my people. Those people include my parents. Akame continued to cry. At first she thought Super Final Wars was going to yell at her, telling her that his mother would never do that. Instead, he pulled her into a hug. I will avenge your parents then. But this is your mom. Your mother. Akame, I know. This is my mom that we're talking about. But I told you before, didn't I? My mother was cruel to me. She abused me when I couldn't please her. I tried to make her proud, but all I got in return was abused. So, I honestly don't care about her anymore. Sir Farms wiped some tears from Akame in his cheeks. Listen, I will avenge your parents, and we will convince your sister to join. I will not let you, or myself included, to take your sister's life away. You deserve happiness. You don't deserve to follow the path that I took when my father died. Okay?